morning, good afternoon, good evening, good vibes, good energy, good people. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now. Also, if you want to support my brand, it's inspiredbydreams.shop. Alright, what's up? What's going on, y'all? Today's episode, I wanted to bring this episode to you guys. I spoke to you guys in my last video telling you guys that I had another video, and here it is. We're talking about just the whole demonic and all these symbols and things in these videos and hip-hop and entertainment. It's just becoming too much. We have violence going on in the streets, and then the music that is listed, some of the music that is being put out there is so demonic and is poisoning to the youth. So I just wanted to bring certain things to you guys and see if you could formulate this conversation to try to see what's going on here, because a lot of this stuff is crazy. Let's get it.
Mickey made it. Mickey made it. What you made, Mickey?
Mickey made it.
Listen, you're not using God in vain, in His name in vain. It's not a blessing from God. Stop saying it's a blessing from God. It's not a blessing. It's a blessing from the devil. If you're not using His name, it's a blessing from the devil. So stop saying that it's a God blessing. Cause y'all always talking about these rappers, always talking about and giving y'all all these stupid ass talks. Oh, this God blessing, what God wants you to do. No, this is not what God wants you to do. You go through all this shit. The devil give you all this money. Go through all this shit to destroy yourself. You destroy yourself. This is not God blessing, my nigga. God don't want you to do God don't want you to talk about no sex, money, cars, clothes, and hoes. What makes you think it's a blessing? What makes you think that? You see, I'm gonna tell you something. They always want you to, you know what these rappers, all these singers, all these big rappers y'all look up to? They always tell you what the good part about, but they never tell you what the bad part. That's crazy, man. Yeah, they got all this money, but they dealing with emo spirits. They dealing with killing themselves. They dealing with, man, come on, man.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm not really feeling too many rappers that's coming out today. For one, they all sound the same. And two, they rap too much about murder. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some rappers out here that's hard, but like, I can't constantly hear murder. Like, I cannot constantly hear that. Like, they're not even out here trying to motivate the youth no more. Like, all I constantly hear about is like depression, kill, taking pills, taking drugs, you know, shit like that. Like, I barely hear any type of motivation about going to go get money. It's all about how many bodies you got, how many perks you done took. And I'm not trying to justify any of these crimes, but I know the rappers at like the early 2000s, the mid to late 90s, they used to rap about trapping. But at least during those times, like, we was out here motivated to go get money. Like, you can't tell me listening to Jeezy, that did not motivate you to go get no money. Listening to T.I., listening to people like, you know, Gucci Mane, that did not motivate you to go get money. And they all did. But it's like, now it's no more of that. It's no more like motivation out here. It's simply like depression and killing that's going on in the music.
I am really sick right now, so please bear with me. But I have to say something about this. The music industry is so, like, they're taking it way too far with the symbolism, the mocking of Jesus, the mocking of God. Like, they're taking it way too far, and you shouldn't be listening to these people's music because it's obvious what they did. They sold. I pulled up a few artists that I just wanted to talk about because I wanted to show you guys. This is Madonna. I wanted to show you guys Lady Gaga, and she's doing that Illuminati hand signal. This is Taylor Swift. It's like rituals. Little Uzi. Look at the crosses in the background. And these guys are going full-blown Satanism. Full-blown. And they have to show... Look, see her hands? That's at the Super Bowl. They have to show you because they have to put it out there. This is what they signed up for. Alright? He came out with sneakers that says 666 on it. This is crazy. Like, guys, don't listen to these people's music because they put stuff in the music Look, The Weeknd doesn't even look like The Weeknd anymore. He looks like he's gone. And Madonna, I'm not even gonna get into that one. But this is, guys, you see what's going on right in front of our face? Do you see what is happening? Don't listen to some of these people's music because it's in the music. These guys are gone. Life is short, and you got to answer to God at the end of the day.
We living in times where you see the devil imagery. You see them worshiping the devil. You see them throwing up certain signs. You do them saying all kind of things. And at some point, you can't deny it anymore. At some point, you can't say, I don't see it, I don't know what's going on, and I don't believe it. Because at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, why are you doing it? What are you representing? And I keep trying to explain to people, and it's plain as day. You cannot serve the devil or the Lord. You can't have it both ways. You can't say on one end, I'm going to sing about the world and sex and fornicating and adultery and cheating and drugs and all this. But then, when I feel like it, I'm going to go make a song about God.
3-6 Mafia. The 666 Mark of the Beast Mafia. False God worship, Satanism, Luciferianism in the highest degree. Won an Academy Award for their song It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp. Even has the song Stay Fly, where the girl in the background is saying, Lucifer, you are God, you are King. Your kids don't have to take the mark of the beast. All they got to do is sing that song. But then on their website, they say, thank God, Jesus Christ. Look at somebody and say, foolishness. Listen to one of their songs, and of course you see this picture of them. There are the skulls with the eyes, and then they all got grills and shining, and they say, how can you have faith in a God that cannot even control creation? How can he lead you to salvation? There is no hope, chaos only. Welcome to the other side of reality, and this is your eternity. Hip hop. Beat, rob, break, murder, erase. Don't run, there's no escape. Bullets hit you right in the face. I'm not scared to catch a case. Slugs, holes, blood, all on your clothes. Who'll die next? Nobody knows. Insane Maine taking a drain. B, I will empty your veins. I do not feel no remorse. Blow your mom off the porch. 45-9 and grenades. Blow your girls right off the stage. Mess with this super thug and get drugged. Sweep your body parts under the rug. Bury this butcher knife deep in your guts. Make you a nice warm blanket of mud. You fools ain't learned to see the real burn. A hollow point bullet will hit you so hard your body turned.
I don't know if y'all hear that. That mess behind me that I'm leaving. Something is not right with that. Jesus, in Jesus' name. I'm walking up and down through this whole live concert, crying, clutching my pearls because that sounds like some mess. I can't. Lord God, fix it. That's crazy. I don't even want y'all to hear this. That's how negative and demonic and these souls literally.
Look, y'all, this is exactly why I say y'all need to be careful with what y'all listening to, bro. Like, they literally, like, these artists be downright saying that they're demons. Like, look at this. King Von, the demon from O Block. Then he actually has a song called Demon. Like, y'all be careful. Like, I done seen a rapper called Raw Youngin have his caption that says, come sign with the demons. Like, be careful to what y'all listening to. Y'all don't understand. Y'all are taking in these people's frequencies, and these people are feeding you their murderous ass frequencies. Now you wondering why you out here about to go pull a fucking drive in, drive whatever, where you about to go pull up on somebody. You trying to figure out why you want to fight now. Like, be careful.
I don't listen to hip hop, secular hip hop at that, because obviously what they talk about is ridiculous. But I do pay attention to pop culture. I do pay attention to what's going on in media and like with the celebrities and stuff, because I want to see what people are getting away with nowadays. And I know everybody right now is talking about this Drake, Future, Kendrick, J. Cole, beef or whatever. But I want to talk about the fact that if you look at this album that Future and Metro Boomin came out, they have a song on there called Cinderella. And I just want you to take a look at some of the lyrics. This is in the intro. of the song, okay? Talking about talking to the devil, singing to the devil, talking to the devil while sipping lean or doing drugs, or as the Bible would call it, is pharmakia. Now, it's interesting because if they're talking to the devil and singing to the devil, that is a form of worship, is it not? Because when we talk to God and we sing to him, that is worship. The other thing that is interesting is that in the Old Testament and New Testament, it says that a lot of these pagan religions, right, they would engage in drug use and drunkenness so they could get into like a seance type of spiritual way so they can open themselves up to spirits and engage in like orgies and demonic worship. So think about the people that are at the club, high, drinking, with the lights off, dancing and singing music that is telling you to talk to the devil and sing to the devil. And this is why as Christians we have to pay attention and not fall to like listening to secular music or falling into pop culture or listening and following these people, because these people are leading others to hell. And it is out there in the open. Okay, you can go and find this online, just look at the lyrics. It is out in the open. And people are going to sing this and openly celebrate singing and talking to the devil. People, Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming because it is getting worse. The Satanism is continuously just getting out of control to the point where they're not even hiding it anymore and they're celebrating.
What up, man? It's your boy Tonka Boy, man. And I'm finna play a video of P. Diddy, ex-producer, spilling the beans about how his experience was working for Bad Boy. About it being demonic spirits in the studio that can make him stay up 4 days straight and work. Also about how they chant over their music, light candles and chant over their music, man. He's saying it's not really a record label, it was ran like a cult. And I can believe that, because why y'all lighting candles chanting over music?
I remember even the first record that I did for Bad Boy Records, I remember being in the studio for 4 days straight, no sleep, because I was driven by something more than just my own ability. It was something driving me.
Is it the demonic spirit?
I believe it was a demonic spirit in the sense that if I wasn't in those realms, I couldn't hear the music like that. I couldn't hear it as clear. Like, there were certain sounds and certain things that I could hear and produce that if I wasn't in that mind frame, I wouldn't be able to produce it.
So what got you in that mind frame? What would it be?
It would be focus, just almost channeling something else. Weed, getting in the studio and just, channeling it, just pulling it out. And when I got to a certain level of it, I noticed it could come in 5 minutes. I could just create something and it would be amazing. Some of the most amazing music I ever heard.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And you described moments where you saw people actually doing seances over their music.
Absolutely.
So what did that look like?
So we would all be in the studio and it would almost be ritualistic. We would light candles and as the beats are playing, they would, their hands would be moving like this and they would be chanting different things over the music alone. This is before it goes to the writers. And honestly, I can hear it in my ears like it was just yesterday. Like it was amazing music. And I again, you don't get to those realms without a supernatural aid or a supernatural guide.
And so fast forward, like your next significant kind of Diddy moment, what was that like?
We spent the time together in New York at Daddy's house. And then when we went to Miami, there was a couple parties and we never really came one-on-one. You really had to be in his inner circle to get that close to him and to spend that kind of time with him. So being new and coming up through the ranks, and he would come in and say, man, you guys sound amazing, keep going, he would give us encouragement. And of course we got on some records, we made the money and the doors were opening. And I believe that in the realm of the spirit, should I have taken the different sacrifices and the different sexcapades and done all of these things, I think it would have just kept going. But I think the Lord put the brakes on it and in a way and put fire on it. So
almost like a final straw for you.
So after leaving Miami, there was another party that was happening in Vegas. So everybody flew to Vegas. It may have been an industry event, like an award show or something. So we're all in Vegas. Everybody's there. Diddy, I believe Dr. Dre is there. Truth Hurts is there. A bunch of people are there. And so my way was paid, by my handlers from Diddy's camp. And hotel, plane, food, everything I need is all taken care of. And at this point, I'm pretty much about to go crazy trying to fight what the Lord wants me to do. And when I got there, I said, I can't do it anymore. Party's going to happen that night. I said, I can't do it. So without telling anybody, I just walk away, and I don't even know how I'm going to get home. So I'm on the Vegas Strip and I'm crying my eyes out like a crazy man. And people are walking by looking at me like I'm a homeless guy. And I'm no words, just in the bus stop, sitting there, just crying like a crazy man. And I called my dad, and my dad bought me a plane ticket. I jump on the plane, I go back to Houston. And the phone call start. Hey, where you at? And I told him, hey, I can't do it. I'm not coming. They're like, well, what do you mean you can't do it? We're getting ready to go into the party. Like, where are you at? And I'm like, well, I've left town. I can't do it. And they were like, what? Hey, you joking? And I said, I'm walking away from it all. And they were like, no, you're not walking away. You need to get here now. And I hung up and I stopped answering calls. But then the threats started. I started getting threats. We're going to find you. None of these guys knew my mom or where she lived. My mom started calling me, hey, these guys are calling. My wife, she was my girlfriend at the time. They were even calling her house. Yes, they were calling my dad. They even came to my church, it was very scary because I almost felt forced into, I almost felt like, well, I'm going to have to go back into this and I'm going to have to fulfill it, because I didn't want anybody to get hurt.
Well, it's almost like, I watched this video about the former wife of P. Diddy. I wrote a book about her. I can remember her name.
Kim Porter.
And she was speaking about how there was only one way out.
Yes.
Death.
Yes.
Like you're leaving in a body bag. Or I think it was Rihanna when she got signed to Jay-Z. He said something like, there are two ways out. You sign this deal or out that window.
Yes.
She signed because they were on like a 20th floor of a biggest apartment building. And so these things are like cults. They're not really record labels.
Right.
Cult following.
Absolutely.
Wow. Why do you think it was holding on to you so tight?
I think one of the reasons is because I got really close and I seen it with my own eyes. I experienced it. And I had the option to say no and to walk away. I got that close. I tasted it and I still walked away. And I walked away because of the voice of the Lord.
And they even came to your church house.
They did.
I thank God that I'm a man of God, and it's misfortunate and it's sad that a lot of people, they are lost. They haven't had any religion implemented in their family structure, and they go off into these places where they don't even know. Some of them probably don't even know how much harm they're bringing to themselves as well as their audience with the symbolizing these things and demonic words, and it's it's not for me, you guys. You guys let me know down below if you have seen any funny videos that you are, maybe some artists you have to cut off just because they were going a little too far to the hell side. Until next time, it's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe, rate,